Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Sully, it is Friday, and that means it is time for another Boston Yachts Back Cove 390 update. We are finally getting closer to the finish line here, guys. If you look behind me here, the surroundings look a little bit different. That's because we transported the boat on Monday to a new location in the shop here, and to also go ahead and splash the boat and check to see what our water line is. You guys can take a look here and see we've got the boat here, and you can start to see this green line is actually marked off on there. Now, the reason we did this is back there, if you guys remember, we've got a Seakeeper 5, we got an AC ISO boost transformer, and an FCI water purifier back there. And we got a lot of anchor and chain and everything up here. So we wanted to make sure we get the water line right on this one. The last thing you want to do is have all this, then the boat not sitting properly on the bottom paint line and getting a scum line on there. So went ahead, splashed it, and the end result was we went with a 1-inch reveal from the boot stripe right here down to our bottom paint. You're going to have this 1-inch reveal. So we could have gone down. You see here, this is the actual floating scum line, if you will, here. So you can see it actually opens up there. But what that does is that creates a kind of funky water line when you're looking at it. If you follow the true water line on this, it would end up opening as it went forward. So it just aesthetically pleasing, wouldn't look quite right. So that's why we did the 1-inch reveal on this one. Also, if we take a look up here, you're going to see we have the TIX 403 underwater light. That's our through hull style one. That has gone ahead. We've got that installed obviously on the other side as well. So we've got those installed before the bottom paint, just to make sure everything's all sealed up nice. And then as we make our way back here, you guys are going to see we have the first of 6 of the SMX 153 underwater lights as well. So we were talking about that water line, guys, make sure we get things right on. So as this boat was floating, you'll see right here, this was our water line. We decided to go up a little bit with that right there. So now if we have a scum line, if it's, whatever, we know we're good. We've got plenty of buffer in there for that, for keeping the scum line and growth at bay. So as we make our way around, like I said, that was the first of 6 SMX 153s. There's our second one. There's our third one, there's our fourth one, there's our fifth one, and as we make our way around the ladder here, there is our sixth one. In here, this is our FCI DTS Solo water purifier right here. So we've got this. This is going to get installed in the aft bilge area as well. So let's hop up there and see what we've got going on with that. Now, when you guys saw this last week, you saw the Seakeeper was pulling a pawl wall and sitting sideways. Well, now it's sitting in here right. We've gone ahead. This is all bolted down, bedded down in place, and we're starting to get our plumbing. You can see there's our seawater pump right there, our strainer. Everything's looking really good. We've got everything, clamped down, buttoned up, looking real right and proper in here for that. And then we were talking about that FCI. That is going to be sitting up in there, as is an AC ISO boost transformer. In theory, we're going to have that in hand here early next week, so we can start figuring out where that's going to land at home in here. So we've got a lot of stuff going on the aft deck of this boat. And as we make our way forward here, guys, the hatch is up, but we can see the bright work. They have been laying down coats on top of this bright work here, and that is all getting taken care of. So now we're going to make our way inside the boat, and we'll start showing you some of the other stuff going on here. TJ has been hard at work. He's starting to button things up. We've got our switches in here. We're starting to get those installed. We talked about those earlier, but now everything is labeled properly on here, so we know what's going on there. We've gone ahead, we've installed another outlet here because we need one for the Apple TV and for the Roku that's going into that TV. So we've got that going on there. Let's see, the TV is installed now back in place here. We've gone ahead, we've got more custom switches right here. So we've got our Seakeeper switch, our Wi-Fi for our PepWave, our courtesy lights, and our cabin lights as well. So we have all of those. Those are getting installed and buttoned up. And down there is, we showed you guys last week, everything going on down in there. There's a lot to go on. That is starting to get buttoned up. We have an Electric Sea strainer that should be showing up here in the next week or so. That'll also be getting installed down there. And again, that's no small project either. So we'll have a lot more information about the FCI, the Electra-C, the AC ISO Boost, any of that stuff you guys want to know about, leave it down below in the comments. And as I make my way forward here, guys, you can see the Brightwork is getting all wrapped up on board here. And you can take a look behind me. You can see TJ is getting the hardtop all prepped out. We've got a lot of crap to throw up on there, from our PepWave antenna to our open array radar to our Airmar weather station, our FLIR M300. There's a whole lot of stuff. And Xantrex solar, we got a whole lot of stuff going on there, guys. And that is going to be starting next week for TJ, living up on the hardtop as well. So that's this week's update on the Back Cove 390 build. If you guys want to know any more about it, leave it down below in the comments. As always, it doesn't cost you a dime and helps us a ton. Give us a like, follow, subscribe, share on YouTube and Instagram at Navtronics. And we'll see you next week with another update of what's going on this 390. Peace.